Hello viewers, in this video I will try to talk about MA in English entrance exam. This is a high time for many students to prepare MA in English entrance test for different central and state universities across India. So to help them in their preparation, I am making this video. This video, it will be just a fundamental aspect of your MA in English preparation. For the broader perspective, you must do your own preparation in your own way. Okay, so let's begin. The title of the video, as I have already mentioned, is How to Prepare for MA in English Entrance Examination in a Very Brief Period. When I say brief period, it means it is around 1 month, okay, brief period, or you can say 15 days, okay, and it may be less than that, but if it is less than 15 days, then you will have little bit of difficulty in preparation. Uh, First thing you must have when you have decided to prepare for MN English exam is MN English entrance exam is previous year question paper. You must have previous year question paper. If you are applying for state universities, then each state university of India, they decide their own MA in English entrance syllabus. Okay, and according to that syllabus, they prepare their question, and those questions are asked in the exam. That's why you must have previous year question paper. And where you will get it, you have to have some connections, like some your seniors, alumni of that college, or sorry, of that university, or you must have some connection with that particular department. You have to go to that department and then ask that if or it is possible to get a previous year question paper related to this subject. Like that, you have to visit that university or that library, like that. Or there are many online sources that you can use, or YouTube channels, there you will get, like that. And after obtaining all the question papers, you must now solve it. You must have at least 5 to 6 years question paper. If you do not have, it's okay. 3 or 4 years or 2 years will be enough. Now try to solve the question paper. And you must analyze each question and each MCQs, its options. Why this option is not correct, and which options are often correct in this paper. That kind of analytical view you must have. Okay, and if you talk about CUET, or Central University Entrance Test for PG, especially for MA in English, then you must have same thing, question paper, previous year question paper, since this is a very new phenomena. So you will get only 1 year question paper that you have to gather, okay, and then study. Then second thing, this I have already told you, you have to examine the each MCQ options from the question, okay, and then which option is often correct, that you have to find out. Okay, and you have to also statistically view which questions are often the wrong one, or which option which questions, which options are often the wrong one, that you have to do the analytical review. Second thing is, you must have NET English syllabus with you, and this you should have studied from your degree classes, but since that was not told to you by your teachers, that's okay, now you can do it. You must have NET English syllabus, and only having NET English syllabus will not suffice. You must have question paper. You have to solve every year's question paper if it is possible for you, and if you do not do it, then you will have some hard time. Okay, that's why you must have English NET syllabus and then question paper. You will get question paper from 2003 or 4 to 2022. So you will have countless questions, and those questions you have to study. Okay, and in which paper, which kinds of questions are coming, and which sections of the English literature are not included. That thing also you have to study. Next thing is, since this I have already told you, apart from going through NET English syllabus, you must have to go through CUET PG syllabus, and each university, they have their own kind of syllabus for each exam, that also you have to obtain and study. Next thing is, this is the most significant thing you have to do, that is BA syllabus. Since you have done your BA in English now, or you have appeared in your 6th semester exam, now you have a very free time, right? You have ample time to study. That's why now you can do one thing, and that is you have to go through the entire syllabus of BA. Only going through will not do. You have to analyze every novel, every poem, who has written it, and who was the author, and what was the author's background, what was happening at that time when this literary works was composed. That thing you have to do. There is no other option. BA syllabus, you have to revise it. Okay, from first semester to the 6th semester, everything you have to revise. From there to many questions will be popped out. And another important thing is, it's a very simple thing, and that is, no matter what you study, what you have read, what you have prepared, whatever you have read, that will never come. That is for sure. But with your intelligent guess and your connecting of dots, your ability to connecting the dots, that will determine your success. That will determine your ability to pass or fail. That's why you must have that ability, that aptitude, and that aptitude, it will come only through solving the previous year paper. Okay, at least 10 or 20 years, you will have sufficient knowledge about MA in English. Next thing is recent published authors and award winners. So we all know there are numerous literary awards, but you don't have to go through all the literary awards. Just go through notable literary awards, like who won Nobel Prize in literature in 2022 or in 2021 or in 2020. That all thing you have to gather. You must know. And like Man Booker Prize, Pulitzer Prize, like that, there are many literary prizes that you have to gather. And after that, you must do one thing, and that is recent published work. Recent published works of famous writers. If I talk about Indian English writer, then we have Amitabh Ghosh, Bikram Seth, or you can say Chetan Bhagat. Those writers' recent works, you have to know when it was published and what was the subject of that work. Okay. Next thing is history of English literature. This is must. Without knowing the socio-cultural, socio-political, socio-economical history of English, you will not be able to pass MA in English entrance test. If your luck is good, then that is another thing. Otherwise, it would be very difficult. Okay. History of English literature, it is a very, very vast subject. From the creation of English language to the modern or to the present day English literary works. It has numerous of writers, numerous of literary works, literary movements, literary periods, literary genres. So you have to study all those things, especially if you do not have time, just go through the prominent literary works, writers, movements, periods, and historical events. This is must. You cannot avoid it, you cannot ignore it. Then you have English literary criticism. This is also another notable part for your MA in English entrance test. Without knowing English criticism, it will be very hard for you. You must have ample knowledge about English criticism, literary criticism. There are many books that you have to know. You have to know the basic idea of English literary criticism and English literary critics of various periods that you have to study. Next is literary theory. This is one of the most significant portions of your preparation. Without going through literary theory, it will be very problematic for you. That's why please go through literary theory. There are numerous literary theory. You will get literary theory from various perspectives, like Marxism, feminism, socialism, communism, like that, structuralism, post-structuralism. You just have to know the basic idea of those theories and how it is applied in literary context. That you have to know the basic ideas. And when this literary theory book was published, who are the authors? So the fundamental facts, you have to know it. Apart from that, the next thing what I am talking is literary genres. Literary genre, this is also very, very essential topic of study for you. You must know various literary genres of poetry, like you have metaphysical poetry, cavalier poets, transcendental poets, like that you will get thousands, countless. You have to study about them. Then novel, there are various kinds of novels, like Bildungsroman novel, then autobiographical novel, romantic novel, like that you will get thousands. Just study the prominent ones or the ones which are not yet studied. Then drama, you will get absurd drama, existential drama, and then revenge drama. There are various kinds of it. Study about them. You have to know. And after studying those things, now try to solve the previous year paper. What kinds of questions were asked related to this portion. Okay. Then next is literary periods and movements. Literary periods, I have told you, Victorian period, modernism, postmodernism, then Augustan period, Elizabethan period. All periods knowledge you must have. What kinds of works were done, or what kinds of things were done in those times, that you have to know. Apart from that, literary movements, there are countless literary movements, like you will get, let's say, realist novel, or the realist poetry movement, or Harlem Renaissance movement, like that. You will get thousands. Just study about it. I am not able to recall right now. And next thing is, there are various kinds of movie adaptations of English literary works. Like if you talk about William Shakespeare's works, then his works are often adapted into Hollywood movies or into Bollywood movies. That thing you have to know. And then historical backgrounds, like when these works was written, what was that period, and what kind of thing happened politically, economically at that time. So those things also you have to study. Okay, now let's talk about author. You must know about authors, especially all authors that you have studied so far. You have to go through their literary works, all literary works. You have to know them chronologically, and then when it was published, and who was the influence behind this work, what aspect had propelled him to write this book, this poetry, this drama, that thing, and then author's own biographical life. Okay, that thing you have to know. After that, you have to know about various types of English literature. We all know in the world there are various kinds of literature, English literature, like Indian English literature, African English literature, American English literature, Canadian, Australian, numerous. You have to go through those literary works produced by African literature, American literature in English. Okay, and you have to know about their notable works, their remarkable movements that you have to study, and then you must know about cultural studies. Cultural studies, it is an emerging study in English literature. You have to know the basic things related to cultural studies, like the fundamental texts, who wrote it, those things, and the fundamental terms. And the next thing that I have forgotten to tell you, and that is literary terms. You must not forget about it. Literary terms are often asked, like what is allegory, what is symbolism, like that. Okay. Figure of speech, that thing. Then you must know about basic linguistics and phonetics. There are another branch of studies related to linguistic, but you don't have to know the entire linguistic. You just keep in mind the basic things related to linguistic. Okay, like what is nasal sound, or what is linguistic theory, those things. And you have to also know about phonetics, don't forget. Apart from that, you have to also know about classical works in translation, like Homer's Iliad, Odyssey, Antigone by whom, those things you must know. At last, this I will reiterate again, and that is mock test. After doing your excessive previous year question solution, I'm saying excessive, that means you have to do at least 20 years question paper. Then you can do mock tests. There are various websites that imparts this provision, this facility to appear in mock tests related to English literature. Appear in those mock tests. It will definitely help you to find out your flaws, your preparation. Okay. And then last but not the least, that is you have to know also about the MA syllabus. Why? Because many questions are framed in the context of that syllabus. Okay, though hard question will not come, but some questions related to MA in English syllabus of that particular university, that specific university you are applying, those questions may come. So try to read, study about the syllabus, at least the fundamental things, like what is the poetry name or what is the author name, that all thing. So that's it. Thank you so much. All the best for your exam, and hope, and don't worry, just try to do your intelligent guess. Okay, connecting the dots and observing the MCQs. That's it. And if there is a negative mark system, then try to avoid questions you don't know utterly. That's it.